Hello Greebos and welcome back to Downloadable Content. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all the new reasons why mods have stopped working, why you're no longer on beta, and how come you can't find the right version of Blade and Sorcery. So sit back and let's dive right in. So for starters, we want to make sure that we are on the correct version of Blade and Sorcery. So let's start in the Oculus software. You can start by searching for Blade and Sorcery in the Oculus store, and it's going to bring you to Blade and Sorcery's main page. What you're going to do is scroll all the way down and find version and release notes. You'll see here it's U9 Live. And if you click the drop down arrow, you can see the older beta versions of what you can select. You can no longer go back to U8, 8.3, 8.4 at all. You cannot go back. So if you really liked a mod and it was only available for 8.3 or 8.4, you cannot get it right here. And I'll explain more in just a minute. In Steam, you'll see here it just says Blade and Sorcery, no longer anything beta next to it. However, if I right click on it and go to properties, we can then select betas, and you can see here what beta you want. So if I click on the drop down arrow, I can see the previous versions here. So I can see 8.3 in Steam, I can see U7, I can see U6, but you won't see 8.4 here. You can revert back to 8.3 in Steam, but if you want to make sure you're on the very latest version of Blade and Sorcery and you have the game on Steam, select betas none, and this will be the live version, also known as Blade and Sorcery U9. Now let's focus on how we actually get mods and the correct mods to put them into our mods folder. And you might be thinking, but Drifter, how do I know what mods are compatible? Don't worry, I have your back. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to join the Discord. Once you're in the DLC Discord, what you're going to do is scroll all the way down here and go to U9 mods. Every mod that we put in here with the help of Apprentice Sujo working diligently to make sure not that these are updated, but that you have the correct information. And this is how you know that the mods are updated. So anything that we see in the DLC Discord that says U9 mods, you're good to go. So if I wanted to get this ancient katana, I just click this link here. It brings me to the Nexus mod here. And this is how I know that this is going to be updated, because you found it in DLC, but more importantly, it says made for U9. Almost every single mod that was made for Beta 8 and Beta 9 are compatible with U9, with the exception of, I believe, the Ice Spell. So let's focus on actually installing the mod. This one's called Red Lightning U9 from Jake Mods Farm. But anyway, he was kind enough to put the U9 tag in this, and if any other modders are watching, please add the version, because some people just don't know. But he was nice enough to make sure this says U9 here. So I want to make sure I download this one. And most people, unfortunately, will click on Vortex. Don't do that. For the love of all things holy, please don't use Vortex for Blade and Sorcery. What I want you to do is click on Manual. So we're going to click Manual Download. And once I'm here, I'm going to choose the free version, Slow Download. So slow download. And for myself, I have WinRAR installed. Other people will use 7-zip. These are programs you use to unzip the actual file itself. So you'll notice here that it's downloaded and it's a weird looking books on top of each other. That's just WinRAR, but it's just letting me know it's a zip file. So I can just open that first. And I want to take this piece out of it here. This is the mod folder. Don't take this itself and drag it. You're going to take this one. So in Steam, I'll right click, go to Properties, then I'll go to Local Files, Browse Local Files. Now this opens up a new folder. I'm going to click on Blade and Sorcery Data, Streaming Assets, and then you'll see the Mods folder. This is exactly where you put mods. So I go to the one that I just downloaded and click and drag and drop. And now that installed the U9 Lightning mod for me to use in-game. In short, you need to make sure you're on the correct version of Blade and Sorcery. We're on U9, so your version should just say Blade and Sorcery with no tags next to it. You need to make sure you unzip your mod files with a program like WinRAR or 7-zip. You also need to make sure you're doing things manually and not using Vortex. If you are getting the infinite loading glitch, there are a couple of things you can do. First and foremost is make sure you delete your save files themselves. Save files from other versions. So if you have a save file from, let's say, 8.3 or 8.4, and you start to play on U9, it might load forever because it's trying to find character data that's not compatible with each other. The other thing is you could have some unsupported mods that are still in there that's causing the issues. So you want to make sure you remove those mods, make sure the mods are up to date, and if you're getting infinite loading with the mods installed, reinstall them one by one to find the culprit. If all that's done correctly, you shouldn't have a problem with infinite loading. And I have to say this again. Another reason why mods could not be working is because you did not buy a full version of the game. You did not go to Steam and give the Steam Lords and Cosby $20, or you did not go to the Oculus store and spend $20 and give it to Cosby and the Oculus Lords. If you're going to join and ask for help, make sure you've downloaded a real version of the game and not a crack or anything like that. More importantly, support the developer because it's $20. It's $20 for the game. Anyway, I'm out of breath. I feel like this video is like 2 minutes too long, but I wanted to cover a lot of these bases just because it's updated. I know there's some confusion. I've seen it even from people that shouldn't be confused, but that's okay. I hope this video explained everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Special shout out to Jake from State Farm or Love Farm, Whisperson, my patrons. Thank you guys so much. I put this at the end because I don't want to waste everyone's time, but thank you guys for being patrons. You mean the world to me. Other than that, Grebos, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope this video helps. Enjoy, have fun, and I will see you in the next video.